Co-founder, editor-in-chief Nilay Patel joins us this morning with his early take. Nilay, it sounds like your argument is nice start, but it's a long game.
It's a long game. Replacing Twitter as the global public town square, or whatever you want to call it, it's necessarily a long game. And I think Facebook Meta is taking that approach, right? Zuckerberg posting today, our approach to monetization is the same as everything else. Get on a clear path to 1 billion users, then we'll monetize. But it's funny, the stock is popping because user growth. That's traditionally what's driven Meta's stock, not revenue growth. So user growth is still king with these companies, and Meta has found actual user growth for the first time in a long time.
Well, talk to me about your assessment of the tools within the app and whether or not that can help long-standing Twitter users sort of recreate zeitgeist elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, when I say it's a long way to go, you can barely use this thing on a laptop. As a former power Twitter user, and Carl, I know you are one too, desktop is where all the action is. All those music facts and GIFs and clips, they're on a folder on your desktop. They're not on your phone. So you need that stuff. You need a desktop app. You need something that looks like the TweetDeck app, which is now deprecated. You need tools to let brands publish. This is all stuff Meta is great at. Right? There's no doubt they will be able to implement this stuff. So they've got the big user pop, and now it's, can you layer on these power user tools? Can you layer on these tools for brands and other users who really want to make use of the platform? And then importantly, even if they succeed at capturing 100% of Twitter's business with something that looks like Twitter, Twitter was a bad business, like historically a bad business. That's why they sold it to Elon. So now you got to invent some new ad products. You got to invent some new monetization models. They have a long way to go, but it's amazing how just user growth, by the way, they're up to 25 million now. They just posted that too. It's amazing how just raw user growth is still kind of the underlying story. We just haven't seen it from these companies in such a long time because they're so big.
I was just going to ask about the network effects. Obviously, if you have a very big user or follower base, I should say, on Twitter, I mean, do you have some hesitancy to try to move over to Threads? Do you have to manage both for a while? I mean, the network effect is what's the power here. 25 million, yeah, sure, that's a lot, I guess, to get started, but it's still well shy of where Twitter is.
Yeah, Twitter's number, it's hard to know, right? They were at 300-some million. Some enormous percentage of them are apparently bots, which led to them throttling over the weekend. They still have a bots problem. So if Meta gets to 30 million, which they seem on a clear path to do, they're at 10% of whatever Twitter's best estimate was. That's pretty good for a couple of days. The question I think all of us have, Twitter never drove any traffic to media sites. It was great for marketing. It's great for building a brand. Can Threads become equally good at building a brand, promoting your own work? But can it also distribute people across a range of services? Or is Meta going to hold it all in the walled garden? And that's where their ideas about decentralized social, plugging into the Fediverse, plugging into Mastodon get interesting. They just haven't done any of it yet.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I mean, we've, for understandable reasons, discussed this as a can it replace or usurp what Twitter is. But it seems like there's a bit of a splintering in general of social attention. Obviously, TikTok's grown to where it has grown. Do we have to think about it as there's one central place for your primary activity, like if you're a Twitter person or previously an Instagram person, or is it just going to splinter?
It feels pretty early in the morning to get this philosophical, but here, I'm going to take a shot at it. I think the internet is like resetting. It feels to me more like 2011 than whatever we thought last year was going to be. Right? All the big publishers are focusing now on email and their direct homepages, which is fascinating. The social networks are splintering. We're seeing actual market share changes. None of this stuff was happening a year ago. And I think this reset moment for Meta, for users on the internet to say, okay, maybe I have like 3 or 4 interest-based places that I go instead of one monolithic place. That's why decentralized social is interesting. And then for these companies, what makes it attractive is they get to farm out content moderation. They get to say to Congress or whoever else, look at all this competition. You can bring your own content moderation algorithm to the mix. We're only in charge if you want us to be. And I think that is utterly appealing to all of them.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it might also be a reset as to how much people post in general. But we'll see how that plays out. While we're talking, Nilay, Linda Yaccarino tweets a bit about how we, in her words, built the Twitter community and that that is somehow irreplaceable. Would you expect Twitter to make tweaks to stem whatever bleeding there may be?
Yeah, I hope so. You know, one thing that has been true of the Elon version of Twitter and now the Linda Yaccarino version of Twitter is that they've acted like they have a monopoly, right? That they can just increase costs, like literal costs on users, and people will have nowhere to go. Well, now there's evidence that people have somewhere to go. So I'm hopeful, just like we've seen with Tesla, Elon and Tesla, they're acting in a competitive way. They're lowering prices, they're opening up to other car makers. A little bit of competition goes a long way. And ideally, the competition from Threads or Blue Sky or that or whatever makes Twitter kind of reassess some of their decisions and figure out how to build a more sustainable community instead of just increasing costs, which is what they've been doing. By the way, Linda Yaccarino will be at the Code Conference in September with your colleague and my friend Julia Boorstin.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Linda's a great interview, and it'll be interesting to see how she responds to this competitive threat. Fascinating day, Nilay. Good to see you. Nilay Patel.
Always good to see you.